Hey JR,
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? All right, everyone. We've got JR McIntyre, motivational speaker and life coach, who's passionate about helping people turn setbacks into comebacks. With an MBA and a doctorate in global business and progress at Kaiser University, he blends real-world expertise with strong business expertise. He's a 14-year U.S. Army combat veteran and a Bronze Star recipient. He's a former CEO, recognized as the number 44 on LinkedIn's top 100 speakers to watch. He brings high energy, real stories, and practical strategies that move people to take action. Whether he's speaking to leaders, entrepreneurs, veterans, or students, and his mission is simple. He helps people break barriers and level up in real life and business. Welcome, JR. Thank you for joining us again.
I appreciate it, brother. How's everybody doing today? Thank you for having me on. I'm always grateful to speak to the Seven Eagle. Everybody give me thumbs up if you're happy just to be here, just to be grateful. I'm not here to teach you a class or kill you with PowerPoints or anything like that, just to help you recognize who you are and activate your gift as a retired military veteran myself that didn't have this program. These programs are so awesome for the transitional veterans that want to do something. So first of all, I want to start with my motivational creed. A lot of us are in the military, right? We did 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Some of us did 40 years. So right now, I'm going to I'm going to share this with you. It's my motivational creed. And if you guys want it from me, I'll drop it in the link. But right now, say this with me. Um, Motivator's Creed. I'm a motivated force. No one is more motivated than I. Everything I deserve is coming my way. I remain focused on my goals, even if I have a moment of difficulty. I will not give up. I'm responsible and I'm resilient. I know success comes with consistency, and I know I will make it. Things will get better. No problem or challenge will stop me because I am a motivated force. If you want this, give me a thumbs up. I'm gonna share this with you. This is on my website. I just dropped my website in the chat. My website also has my podcast, has my LinkedIn, has my YouTube, has my Spotify, Apple, has my Instagram, have everything I'm doing around the world. And I'm gonna tell you how I got to where I'm at now. But before that, I'm gonna tell you who I was. So I was a young boy, growing up in California, Long Beach, California. My mother died of AIDS. She was on Skid Row. I was a crack baby. Me and my sister was born, and we had hard times trying to navigate through Los Angeles, California. Fast forward through that, going through high school and gang banging and all that stuff. I ended up having a child, a little girl, and I had got sent to jail and I didn't know what was going on in my life. I know I didn't want to stay in the same position as my cousins, my uncles, just a rat race of people in California. All we have was certain options, and I'm sure everybody does, right? It's not a poor me story. So they'll be like, oh, it happened somewhere else. And trust me, I didn't travel the world. There are hoods everywhere. That's why they call me the hood motivator, because don't stop at the name. Pay attention to the story. So, going into the county jail, did 40 some days in the county jail. The towers fell, and I said, you know what? I can't do this no more. As soon as I got out the county jail, I went straight into the United States Army. 2 weeks later, they cut my hair and sent me to Fort Sill. I was a 13 Fox, 2002, July 23rd. Yes, now that clocks my age, right? I'll be 45 in July. I made it to this big old age. I'm thank God that I'm here, but you guess what? It was a struggle. So straight from there, Germany, I went to Schweinfurt, Big Red One, party, had fun, met a bunch of great kids. We were kids. Then they sent us straight to Iraq. And oh boy, that's when the doors had just opened up in my life, like seeing all that stuff. So, right, I did 55 months of combat, 3 deployment tours to Iraq, one to Afghanistan, got out as a security contractor, did 2 more, right? So I was obsessed with combat tours and going over there and doing crazy stuff. Everybody got these war stories, but I got a Bronze Star in combat, so that lets you know what kind of troop I was. Um, Suffered a lot of mental health. We didn't talk about it in the combat arms and probably everywhere in the military. You don't want to say what's wrong with you because they'll shelf you, right? So in combat arms, if you say something is wrong with you, they're going to send your butt to S3 with a bunch of E7s, E8s that's been 20, 30, 40 years, right? But they sitting in S3 because something has happened. We used to make fun of them people, but now I was becoming one of that person. I was saying something was wrong. A sergeant major stopped me at Fort Bliss and said, hey, you served with me in my first tour. Why are you not out the army? I was like, what you mean why I'm not in the army? I mean, I don't have anything else to look forward to. He was like, hey, go see mental health. So I went to go see mental health and I went to go talk to him. And fast forward to that, I was sure. I experienced so much trauma in the military, seeing it. But before I got out, they sent me to Korea. And Korea changed my life for two reasons. I didn't see combat no more, right? After that, I went to go become, I helped stood up 2ID Sharp, sexual harassment, sexual response division in Korea. And that changed my life because not only was we being affected during combat, we was being affected with ourselves during garrison with a sexual harassment, sexual assault, all these things that were going on in our life, right? So we wanted to understand, is that what we all about, right? So I learned that, did Korea, stayed a second year, lost my relationship, came back and started to get out the military. And then when I got out, I didn't have a program like Seven Eagle to help me point me in the right direction. I was like, boom, let me just figure it out. Scared, I cried, didn't know what to expect. I'm 30 something years old. I'm like, God, is this it for me? I did everything I needed to do. And I lost 27, 26 guys in combat. I wear one on my wrist right now, Curtis, my best friend. Um, I thought it was normal. It's not normal losing that many people and doing that much stuff out there in Iraq and Afghanistan. It's not. I did over hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of missions outside the wire, stayed in a cop, lived the bare minimum, stayed in a burn. I'm gonna be real with you. I burnt shit. So my first tour, we come back from our engagements and stuff like that, and I would come back. I was the lowest on the totem pole, so I would burn feces of all the combat soldiers that was out there on 5 Summerall and Beiji, Iraq. So now, like, oh, not only do I tell these stories, I stamp it. So I was there right there. I was a soldier, and I was humiliated. I didn't know that I was not supposed to be doing stuff like that, but I did it. But guess what? Look where I'm at now. But also on top of that, when we landed in Kuwait, my first tour, we did reflective fire, we trained, it was sandstorms, we scared, then they started releasing us by chalks and they started releasing us. And I remember vividly in my chalk that my sergeant major put me out and he didn't want me there. And I had to get in another vehicle and ride with another alpha company to my destination. 36 hours, sandbags at our feet, no doors. Imagine that. Riding to Iraq, seeing the remnants of what we did before, tanks flipped over, Humvees, stuff burning, and we have no doors and we have sandbags at our feet. So now I'm still a kid. I'm registering all this, but I got my weapon in my hand and I'm ready, and I'm a 13 Fox. But guess what? Even at a 13 Fox, we kicking in doors, we doing all these crazy stuff, but we still are babies, so we can't drop bombs. Only our senior people can drop bombs because we didn't have the clearance yet. But hey, we are boots on the ground, so this is what we're doing. But at the end of the day, we're going through all these protocols. Then I did my 15-month tour. I thought we were leaving at 12 months. That extended 3 months hurt me so much because I thought we were going home. I had my second child, and since I wasn't married, they didn't let me go home to see my kid being born. So I left in October. Jaylani was born in November, and I didn't get back to January 2008. So I left October 2006. 15 months messed me up. So I'm still dealing with like, okay, this is what it's supposed to be. I'm a warrior. I'm not supposed to cry. Going through all this, we losing a lot of people still. Keep going to deployment now. Now, '09 deployment come up. Now it's like, okay, you know what? I'm numb to all this stuff. It is what it is. So I'm doing my thing again. And then we keep going and keep going. Then fast forward, I get out the military. I spent 77 days inpatient. I did 4 inpatient programs. I still didn't know what was wrong with me, but I'm still trying to get help. Hey, something is wrong. I'm telling you, if something is wrong, transitional veterans, before you start this awesome job, this six-figure job, and everything that you're about to do when you get out the military, your military was the uniform you wore was your identity. Go take care of this first. Don't jump into something. Because when I got out, I was like, what am I doing? So I'm getting out and I'm trying to fix my mental and I'm hospitalized and then I jump into school. Then boom, Hurricane Maria happened. I thought that was my calling. There it is, God. You want me to go back and do some whole stuff? They sent me to Puerto Rico for 9 months to Edecibo for as a security contractor. Oh my God. It just reminded me of things that I did in Iraq and Afghanistan. They didn't pay us for like 90 to 120 days after we got back, net 30, net 60, all this stuff that I didn't know. I'm like, what is going on? And the guy was like, start a company because the security industry needs help. Started a security company, blew up, multi-million-dollar company, doing really well, but I didn't know business. I didn't have no master's degree. I didn't know business. I didn't have no doctors in business. I'm not saying that you need to have all this stuff to know business, but I didn't speak the language. I went bankrupt after COVID. I did two Super Bowls. I did Rolling Loud. I had 5 accounts, government, all that, but didn't know that, hey, my QuickBooks and my ROI, everything needed to be intact. The people that I hired that were veterans, they still wasn't fixed. So my company went under. I went bankrupt, almost took my life for the fourth time again. That was my baby. So that's starting a veteran entrepreneurship. People don't tell you about that. So they don't have the programs that say, hey, before you start that company, take care of this. Hire the right people. Don't hire potential. Don't hire personality. Hire the person that can do the job right. Sometimes when we have these jobs, these companies, when we get out the military, we want to be an entrepreneur. Hey, let me go hire a retired sergeant major or retired first sergeant or cap. Some of them guys or girls are not right. You still not right. So y'all gonna bump heads because the money's not coming in. And guess what? For 4 years, I had my company. 4 years. I didn't pay myself because I read somewhere in a book that, hey, um, pay your employees first, right? Sacrifice your paycheck. So I did that. At my 5th year, I went bankrupt. So I lost everything with nothing. They took my Range Rover. I was squatting in the house. Don't laugh at me. I was squatting in the house after COVID. Um, it was really, really bad. Then I said, you know what? Let me go on my dark hole again. And I started to get help and talk to myself and started to pray and talk on this phone. And then I started to speak life into myself because I said, if I can't speak life into JR, I can't help nobody else. And the guy was like, go to school for your master's. I went to school for my master's. I applied over hundreds and hundreds of jobs. Nobody would hire me. And then I got hired to be a janitor at your favorite gym. Yes, it broke me because nobody would touch me. But guess what? I went down, I did what I had to do, stayed in that job for like 7 months, read 200 books, got my confidence back up. And then a man came in there and said, hey, you want to work for me? You want to be a superintendent construction? What is that? Come do this. So I'm making money. But guess what? That still wasn't my calling. But I thought it was my calling. So I'm in school for my master's, finishing up. I started looking at him. What do you do? I'm a project manager. Oh, I want to do that too. You got to, oh, you need a certification? No, I don't have one, but I've been in for 20 years, but I get paid all this money. I'm gonna go get my certification on midnight while I'm doing construction. I'm taking my PMP. I'm studying. I passed my PMP in like 4 months. And then I applied to be a project manager. That's now we bumping heads because he didn't want me to do that, and I wanted something better for myself. So I got fired from that job, and then I applied for another project manager job. Did it? Bump heads. Toxic environment. They didn't want me there. I had a guy come up to me and said, "Hey, I'm gonna get you fired," because they have their own culture. 20, 30 years they've been in that job. I've been in my field in military, so they don't like to see the success of military getting out, having degrees, having a successful career and coming in. Oh, that's theirs, and it is by right theirs, but we can share it together, but they don't like it. So you got to understand, when you go get these jobs that are 6 figures, they're not looking at you because of your uniform. You better produce for them. And I got fired from that job. And then I went to go get another project manager job. The guy was like, you done playing? And I'm like, God, I thought that's what you want me to do. No, I want you to learn. In July of 2024, I walked away from my project management job and took my motivational speaking full time. January 2025, I woke up, I was top 50 motivational speakers in the world. I authored 9 books. Right now, I got a free book for you right now. This is what I want you guys to do right now. Go to Amazon, pick your phone up, go to Amazon. Everybody, pick your phone up, go to Amazon. Type in Dr. JayR McIntyre, JayR McIntyre. And if you have Kindle, free, I'm going to give you my book, The Power of the Pivot. Go in that book right now and get it. I'm going to drop it right now. I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to drop it right now for you guys so you can have it. That's a free book to show you how to pivot. I don't want you doing the same thing I did. I want you to understand that, hey, I'm here for you. So let me give you the power of the pivot real quick. Copy link. Let me know if you got it.
Everyone who does not have the book, this is Clay. I highly encourage you getting the book. I love the thing. I read it almost daily.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, I appreciate you. And I have more books. So my other book is called A Good Heart Don't Pay Bills. So why you like, JR, why did you drop that? Because I'm gonna tell you something, veterans. We got a lot. We have good hearts. We took care of soldiers. We took care of each other. When I took care of everybody, I don't want to get emotional. When I took care of everybody, when I went down, nobody showed up to feed me or my kids. I don't want no food. Y'all know I got kids. Nobody knocked on my door and said, JR, you okay? Where do the strong ones go when they need help? Where the motivated go to go get motivated? Where do the inspirers, the healers? I got a podcast out. If you go on my website, it's called the Motivators Table on Spotify and Apple. I suggest that you subscribe to it today and you follow it. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I drop fire episodes and we talk about people experiences. I got signed to Los Angeles Tribune last year to the podcast division because I was able to tell my story. My ugly is my superpower. My failures are my superpower. My ability to say, you know what, I can make it through is my superpower. Don't be afraid to fail. And when you pivot, pivot the right way and understand how to pivot. I'm writing these books, not for me. I'm getting it out because guess what? When I started my journey on writing books, I had a middleman saying I gotta pay $2,500, I gotta pay $2,000, I gotta pay $5,000 or $10,000 to write a book. I can show you how to write your first book, and when you learn from me, then you put all the books out that you want. But I was getting charged that, and I got mad. The guy was like, "Don't get mad. You paid almost $4,000 for a lesson. Now today I stand as a 10-time author. I know how to put out my books and I will articulate how I feel and how I look. And don't judge me by the neighborhood motivator because this December I walk across the stage as Dr. McIntyre because I put the work in. Not the smartest, not the hardest, and not the tallest, but I put the work in. Veterans, listen to me. If you put the work in, it will show. Don't try to outwork the person to your left or to the right. Do you? Everybody's following the algorithm of their life and algorithm of social media, TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. God has put an algorithm in your own life. Activate your gift. If God, like people are doing things literally right now. Motivational speaking and life coaching is so popular because everybody has a mic. Everybody has a mic. But at the end of the day, if you don't do what God is telling you to do, you're gonna get to that point when you're making six figures and you booming, and God is gonna take it away because He told you not to do that. He showed you signs. Do exactly what God wants you to do. I'm not here to preach. I'm just telling you, hey, and I'm giving you signs. Go to my, like I said, go to my website. I'm giving you an ecosystem. I'm a life coach for veterans because it's hard out there for us because we did things for 20, 30, 40 years and we thought we had the way. We did. You did a great job, veterans. But when you out in this real world, they don't like you. I'm not going to hold nothing back. They don't like you. They don't want you here. You know what I'm saying? Look at what we're going through with this country right now. They blaming the troops. Why blame us? You know what I'm saying? Like we are the best country in the world. Why are you blaming the soldiers for getting ready to go do something that they were trained to do? We were trained to do that in Iraq and Afghanistan. We didn't know what we were stepping into. Why fought us? Why fought World War One, World War Two? At least we did what we had to do because guess what? Freedom ain't free. I lost tons of good men and women. It ain't free. Guess what? A lot of friends that came back with me from Iraq took their life, suicide. And guess what? Everybody that came back from them deployments, they ain't came back. So don't look at them like that. You guys are the next wave. I want you to take this message and take it right and find me on LinkedIn and DM me and give me the shout out. I got you. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to help you. Motivation is not everything, but it's the very first step. You got to jump off the porch, but I'm going to tell you something else too. Ain't nobody going to tell you. If you do not want to get into the workforce or entrepreneurship, rest. Take your time. Take a year off. Take 2 years off. You're going to get a check. You're going to relax. Love your family. Your family been missing you. My daughter's 25. She's my manager. My son is 19, getting ready for the army. My other daughter's 15. I'm a single father. They've been missing you. They've been missing me. Your family, your husband, your wife's been missing y'all. Relax, chill. Take your wife on a date. Take your husband on a date. Go to the movies. Live your life. Congratulations. You made it to the finish line. You made it to the finish line. It's hard out there. Trust me. You made it to the finish line. Understand who you are. Love on yourself. Do that for me right now. Love on yourself a little bit more. Okay? And I'm gonna play something for you guys real quick. You mind? Give me a thumbs up if you want me to play something. I got a sketch for you. I want to show you. Yes? Okay. Here we go. Let me see. Share. My website. What it is.
What's up?
All right. Let me know if you guys hear it too. I'm about to share it. Can you guys see that? Give me a thumbs up. If you can see that. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
You're all good, JayR.
Okay, can you hear it? I'm gonna play it.
Everyone,
Can you hear it?
I'm Mr. JayR McIntyre, known
Yep.
as the Hood Creator. Today, I want to talk to you about how to rise up when life pushes you down. I know tough times. I grew up in Long Beach, California, facing the harsh realities of poverty and street life every single day. Life hit me hard early. In 1994, I lost my mother to AIDS after her terrible battle with addiction. It was pain I didn't think I could handle. I got lost in the streets. By 2002, I found myself incarcerated in Los Angeles County Jail. That was my rock bottom. But I didn't stay down. Just 2 weeks after my release, I made a life-changing decision. I chose to stop the cycle. I enlisted in the United States Army. That choice set me on a new path defined by discipline, transformation, and finding real purpose. I served proudly for 14 years, completing 3 combat tours in Iraq and earning the Bronze Star. I went from a jail cell to serving my country at the highest level. Those tough experiences shaped my resilience, and today I use them to empower others to turn their own pain into power. You need to build an unshakable mindset. When adversity hits, don't fold. Take bold action towards success instead. My story is proof that no matter where you come from or what you've been through, you can rise above adversity and create a future filled with impact. Keep pushing.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy here, the Hood Motivator, Dr. JayR McIntyre. And our speech for this month is called Activation of Your Gift. Activate your gift. How do you activate your gift? Well, we were always told that after school, what do you want to be when you grow up? That question used to always float around in elementary school. Well, the new narrative is how can you activate your gift? Because God has left us all. It's everybody has a gift. Big, small, mini gifts, little gifts, rectangle, square, circle, miniature. Everybody has a gift. When you open up your gift, make sure you understand what the purpose is God has in your life. God has blessed everybody inside them. When you activate your gift, you're all honing in on that information God has bestowed into you. And now you don't have to be nobody else but yourself. And it takes a while to activate your gift. When you activate your gift, you have to go through trials and tribulations to find out what that gift really is. My gift is motivational speaker because my father was a minister and his father and my other grandfather was ministers. When I activated my gift, it came at my hardest time. I had to face bankruptcy and I didn't know what to do. I started to speak life into myself. When I spoke life into myself, that's when the biggest gift came off. It was me, motivational speaking and life coaching, motivation around the world globally. Now I am number 44 top 50 motivational speakers in the world because I am not perfect. I am motivated. I love you guys and probably will not wait for the next motivational speaker dropping in February 2026. Thank you. Hey, what's going on,
Hold on.
everybody? It's
Hold
your
on.
boy here, the
Let me-
Hood Motivator.
Let me get off of this now.
I want you to recite.
Okay, how many of did that resonate with you a little bit? Just to tell you a little story. I also make cartoons. If you go on my YouTube, I have a cartoon. I have sketches for your kids. My new cartoon that's coming out. It's about targeting about just disabilities. All of us have disabilities, and it's targeting the inner child inside of you. talking to your younger self when you're scared. So this cartoon is called The Little Hood Motivators, and it's all kids that has disabilities that's trying to be superheroes in their neighborhood, and that's about it. And I appreciate you guys for just listening to my story. Right now, I'm working on my TED Talk. I'll be at the MIC. I'll be at the Military Creator Con. Anywhere you see me, if you have a book in your hand, I will sign it for you. I advise you to get the free books while it lasts. I put it on there for 90 days. A lot of my books are free right now because I wanted to give back. We still serve. I'm still serving, but this is how I serve. I serve giving back. So get the books. Talk about it. It will help you. A good heart don't pay bills. Get The Power of the Pivot, The Janitor, get all my books that's on there. Everything that's coming out, even I have a workbook about a good heart don't pay bills. So it just helps you out, just maneuvering through just the life of understanding about military and getting into business and being out here in the real workforce and just loving on yourself a little bit more. If you guys have questions, I would love to take them because I'm doing it live. I'm a life coach, certified life coach. I have my certifications on the wall, and this is what I do. So I'm gonna take some. I'm gonna take some clients real quick. So let's talk about it. Anybody raise your hand first? I'm gonna go from left to right. I'm gonna let Rob. Rob, you choose them. Rob, you choose them.
Okay, yeah, I see Rebecca. You got a question. Go ahead.
How you doing, Rebecca?
I'm doing good. Thank you for speaking to us. It's really nice to hear from someone from Long Beach because I grew up in Compton. So, hey, what's up?
What's
Right there
going
by the
on?
hood.
Yeah.
But it definitely feels nice to know that like already in the hoods that we grow up, we're already born in a life of resilience. And it's kind of like we're already seen as a stigma or something that, hey, it's hard for you to get out of there. And
Hmm.
definitely kind of resonating a little bit with your story. Sorry, I'm a little nervous right now because it's just
No, it's-
you spoke to me really, and being
I
stationed
understand.
out here and trying to find, I guess, my pivot and whatnot. Um, what was really, I know you went a little bit in your detail of how, like, your life story, but if there was one thing in your one pivot that might have changed your mind or opened up to where you are now, like, what would that one thing be?
So first of all, thank you for your service. I appreciate you. And yeah, Long Beach Boulevard and Artesia right there by Compton College. So Greenleaf is Compton right there. We couldn't go across some barriers, so you already know what time it is. But I appreciate you. Thank you for just being vulnerable. And I'm gonna speak life into you. So I'm gonna tell you, um, I pivoted several times. But when you pivot, when God is leading you, that's when you know you're doing right, right? Sometimes as humans, we want to, you know what, I don't want to do this. This looks right. And it's going to look right. Trust me, it's gonna look. Hey, somebody gonna come. Hey, I got $150,000. You work here. Hey, do this, do that, and it's gonna look good. But I'm gonna say, pray about it. Take your time. You did enough for this country. There's no more need to rush. A lot of us are veterans. We, man, we rush through so much, and we do 30 things at one time, and we really good at it. Breathe. Feel yourself. Take some time. See where my hand is at. Your heart, your belly, and breathe and ask God, just show me the way. And God is going to show you the way. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to preach to you. I'm only here to love on you. I thank Tyler. I thank Jordy. I thank Seven Group for bringing me on here because this is what I do around the world. I get a chance every month to speak to 1,000 veterans. And this is what I do. So listen to me, mama. Take your chance. Take your time. Think about it. Relax. When you pivot, you know you pivoting the right way when it feels right, and make sure you do it. If you got a family, your husband, kids, include them. Hey, this is what we got going on. And allow yourself to feel every emotion around you because sometimes we wasn't allowed to in the service. Even women, y'all not allowed to. Y'all, because you'll work around so many men. So you got to be just as sometimes tough as us. Even though you guys are, take time, relax, talk to yourself. It's okay. I do it. People are like, you crazy. You be talking to yourself. I talk to myself. I have to. I have to because if I go out in that world and make a mistake, that's what they're gonna do to me. And I didn't tell you guys this. After COVID and bankruptcy and all that, remember PPP loan? Guess who came knocking on my door? The feds, because I did a PPP loan. Another veteran came and said he had a company that could help me with a PPP loan, fill out the paper wrong right. Luckily, my money went straight to QuickBooks to pay my employees. They wanted to give me a felony. I'm fighting that right now. But that's the real story because we don't tell each other this because everybody thinks it's greener grass. It's not. It's not. I want to tell you right now, live for you and your family. Take time to breathe. Take time to think. And when you pivot, you would know the right way. I love you and I appreciate you.
Awesome. Nicholas, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Nick? I remember you. What's up,
yeah,
buddy?
yeah, man. I just honestly wanted to say I don't really have much of a question other than just saying thank you for all that you do for
Yes,
the
sir.
veterans. Getting on the stage, saying who you are, and meaning what you say. Right. I just wanted to say that you're inspirational to a lot of people, and just keep up the fight, man. Also,
Hey, Nick.
Northern California is the better part of California, anyways. So.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell everybody about California. It's so big. Sometimes we didn't even get a chance to get up there in the northern, but I had some uncles that was in Sacramento and Oakland, so I respect that. I appreciate you,
All right.
Nick.
Khalil, what you got?
Hey, how's it going, Dr.
What's
J?
up,
Just
man?
wanted to say appreciate it for coming to talk to us. So my only question is, after all of that, like, what is like the current state of, I guess, like addressing mental health look like for you,
Just do the work. A lot of
for
people are
yourself?
hashtag.
I mean,
For myself, it's continue to. I have guidelines. I have no's. A lot of us think no is bad. No is good. No will save your life. I can't do that for you today. Sometimes I don't even want to get out of my bed. I cry every morning because I go through certain things and I'm the strongest. So sometimes you have to take care of yourself first and make sure you check on you. And who checks on us? The strong people. They still ain't gonna recognize it good. So you still got to do the work. Stop hashtagging it. Stop talking about it. Get out there and do the work. And I will tell you guys, after my 77 days inpatient and my other hospital stints, I went to Costa Rica for about 8 months. I did Bufo, I did Reiki, I did ayahuasca, I did the healing. So now I am my true version of myself. So that's what I do. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Clay, what you got?
JR, first of all, it's always great to have you here, brother. Whenever you're here, I always clear my schedule so I can see your session. That's the first time I heard that your son's going into the Army. What is he going in? What's his MLS?
Well, I didn't want to tell him what I did, and he found out through the recruiters. So he's going in as a 13 Fox Ranger, right to Fort Sill. He'll leave in July, so he's going to do one better, and I just support him whatever he wants to do. We thought he was going to do intel because he had a good ASVAB, but he found out at the recruiter station what I really did, and he said, "Why didn't you tell me you used to drop bombs and all this cool stuff?" I'm like, "Go do what you got to do, boy. Whatever you want to do, I support it." That's it.
What advice did you give your son when he was getting ready to, go to the recruiter station, go to MEPS, and, your wisdom, your feedback after your years of being in the Army to set him up for success, to see him go further than potentially you did when you were on active duty?
Just culturally, like these kids are lost, right? And it's partially our fault. So I just encourage him and tell him, hey, listen, there's no future without understanding who you are. Go give yourself 3 to 4 or 5 years in the military. When you get out, you can go do whatever else you need to do. But you have now you can go get a house. You can do all the things you need to do without daddy. And I just sold him on that and showed him too. You know what I'm saying? Be your authentic self.
Yeah.
I know he's going to succeed in there. I said you might not want to listen to your dad, but when you get in there, you're going to see why you needed to. But I'm glad to send him into the finest United States military, because at the end of the day, he's going to see versions of himself in there that's going to want to succeed. So
Now, did you say that he's got a RIP contract?
yeah, he's going in as a ranger at Fort Sill, but he got to pass RIP and all that stuff and all that. So he got the airborne contract, all that good stuff.
If he wants some advice before he ships out for RASP 1, hit me up, brother, because I'll be happy to sit there and do it, because I was cadre at RASP 1 for a while.
Okay, I appreciate it. Yeah, DM me and let's talk about it. I appreciate you, bro.
I got you, man.
Okay, thank you.
Sean, what you got? Sean Hickey.
Hey, so Dr. JayR, thanks again for coming out. Always a pleasure getting to listen to you and hear you speak and everything that you have to offer. Do you have any speaking engagements or anything that you're going to be going to that are coming up or around the country that anyone in the area could potentially go see you?
Yes, definitely. I just got back from London 3 days ago, so I spoke in London. But if you go to my website and go to events, All my events are on that page right there. So if you're in Tampa, if you're in Orlando, if you're Miami, Los Angeles, wherever you see I'm at and you want to come, DM me, I'll get you a ticket. You're good with me. So I got you. So my website, it's a whole ecosystem. So if you take your time to go through there, everything's on there from my shirts, from my clothing, from my events, for my life coaching, from my motivational speaking, who I am, what I do, certified, all that, no rubbish. So that's where it's at.
Awesome. Eric McDuffie, what do you
Thank you.
got?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Dr. J, how you doing, man?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Not much. You and I have about the same amount of time. I got a couple extra years on you. I joined in '98, so I'm
Okay.
retiring this year after 28 years. So
Yes, sir.
my thing to you is this: what do you see in how you, when you talk to veterans, between young veterans, 4 to 5 years that are getting out, compared to us, as they like to call crusty, older veterans, right? How do you see the pivot level compared from a younger soldier that's ETSing out compared
Yeah,
to a retiring with plus 20?
right. I would say, like the guys that I'm speaking to, the women and men that's did over 20 years, it's gonna be a hard transition because you've done that a lot. That's who your identity was, and that's who you think it is. But when you transition, you gotta let it go, hang it up, put it in the case behind. You can still serve, hang it up, start your own museum. You did that. Thank you for your service. Now it's time to take care of you first. And I would say when you get out, don't rush into another job field. Get your disability right, get your retirement right, love your family, go fishing, relax, wake up and do nothing. And then let's get back into it if you want to. That's what I would say.
I'm sorry, I'm coming on the backside of that. What if not doing nothing is way too hard?
It's gonna be hard. That's might be the hardest thing you ever did was do nothing. But trust me, if you sit there and sit still and watch, you're gonna get everything you need back because you gave your country everything you can give them. You gave it. You gave it. You don't need to really. You're not obligated to do anything else if you don't want to. Them jobs gonna come and they're gonna be calling and they want you. But take your time. Be patient. That's what. That's all I could do. That's how upfront I can be.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Anybody else? I dropped everything in the chat room. My YouTube, I'm telling you, my website has everything you need to go. And then I also have a school app. So if you want to learn things that I'm teaching, go to my school app, subscribe, and then you'll see my courses on there, my classes, all that stuff. My Instagrams is on my website, my TikTok, my YouTube, my sketches, my cartoons, everything you need. Show these sketches to your kids. I got affirmation sketches for kids. So that not only are we doing it as an adult, you passing it down to your kids and you showing them because a household together understands together. We learn together. This is what it's doing, and it's coming from someone that looks like me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, veterans, we got to take care of each other. I am the number one motivational speaker in the world because not because I'm trying to be Eric Thomas or Zig Ziglar or Icky and all that. I'm JR. I have a story. I'm a tell it. I know how to deliver my message. I did it in the military. I took kids. I was a kid taking kids into combat having kids. So I know how to do that. And why did I want to get the doctor? Because when I get in these rooms, they can't deny me no more. They can't. I am who I am, and that's it. So
Bryce Ashford, what do you got?
what's
I
going
got a
on,
fun
Bryce?
question. What's
Yes,
going
sir.
on? I'm looking at your LinkedIn page. I was wondering, what was the process? How soon after you got out did you join a fraternity?
I'm gonna tell you something. I just crossed in spring, so it took me a while. I watched and observed. My grandfather was a Kappa, but I just crossed spring of last year. I was at the conclave in Tampa. I'm a Phi Beta Sigma. So yes, but I don't look to the fraternity to bring you value. You got to bring value, even as an older gentleman. So I would say that I had a great mentor, Ali Broswell. Shout out to him. Like I said, I just crossed. It was an awesome time. Nothing changed. I just understand now I got to do more service, you know what I'm saying? And just in the community, which I'm doing already right now. You see it on my wall right here. You see it on my cup right here. This is who I am. Nothing changed. I love blue, blue Phi,
All
You already know, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
right, fair enough. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So JR, we got a lot of
Yeah.
people I guess all veterans, all military members are bonded in some way that nobody else can really understand that hasn't served. And so when you talk about getting out and maybe not being completely sure of what you're doing, I think that resonates with a lot of people. And I guess the question here is what would you what would you say is maybe the best course of action for those that aren't really sure what they're wanting to do, but know they need to do something? I mean, as title of one of your books, heart doesn't pay bills, but they got to do something, and they're just not quite sure what it is. And what do you say to something like that, or when somebody's coming to you for advice like that?
I would say, like I said again, just take time to think about it. Like right now, we live in a world where everything is gotta keep going, gotta keep speeding up. But take your time and understand who you are, right? Um, a lot of us was in the military doing jobs that we didn't even want to do, but it saved our life, right? The military saved my life. It saved my life from gangs and all that stuff. So when I got in, I understood the mission of my job, but that didn't correlate when I got out the military, right? Because I knew that I was way better than that too, right? I was also showed I was smart, collateral damage estimation, target administration, dropping bombs, all these things, but I'm way smarter than that. So I had to take a pause and understand and go through all these dilemmas. And don't be afraid to fail. Do something, throw that first round out and adjust fire. If it don't work, adjust fire. That's it. But don't do not do nothing, because that's not what we were trained to do. If you get out and just relax for a little bit. But if you say you retired, and you don't want to do nothing, you could still be a great father, a great wife, a great husband, all these, those are jobs. Go helping in your church, helping in the community, helping in your neighborhood, helping in your HOA, all these things. I'm not saying just sit there and play video games all day, but do something to help yourself first. And then, you know what I'm saying, you could be an advocate like myself, a veteran advocate. People could see you just posting good quotes on LinkedIn. You know what I'm saying? Do wake up. I have a trend. I have Monday through Friday. Monday through Wednesday, I school and podcast from 10 to 5. Thursday, I do nothing. I do nothing. If I want to work out, I work out. On Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if I gotta go speak, I travel to go speak and then I come back. If I don't have to go speak, I relax, I chill, I hang out, I take care of myself, take care of my mental, understand, do my affirmations, do my manifestations, ground myself, all these things to be a better person.
Awesome. Thanks. So I dropped your LinkedIn. I don't know if you did as well, but definitely connect with JR. It was one of the first people I connected with after hearing him speak, and just scrolling through LinkedIn, you see all this stuff, and he's usually the one that'll give you something to smile about. He's got something on there pretty consistently. So go connect with JR. JR, just take a moment, sincerely thank you for coming on, and your message is always powerful. It's exactly kind of what we need to hear as we're transitioning, and again, just as we can relate to you. I saw somebody in the chat say you're making me feel like light work. I don't know if that's completely accurate, because everybody has their own experiences, but yeah, just being able to relate with somebody that's gone through tough times and gotten through it, and you coming on to share it means a lot to us. So really appreciate it. I appreciate your energy, your authenticity, and just your commitment to uplifting those who have served. So thank you for your service, brother, and we really enjoy having you on. Look forward to the next time.
Definitely. I'm gonna drop something in the chat for you guys. I want you to put this in your and let me see on my computer. I want you to put this on your refrigerator, on your bathrooms. This is something I want to give to everybody in here. Here you go. That's the Motivators Creed and 10 rules of engagement to acquire motivation. There you go. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you, Seven Eagle. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Jordy. Thank you, um, Tyler, Grant. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you again. If you need me, I'm here. See me on LinkedIn. Tap in with me. If you need me to come speak because you guys about to join these awesome companies, the corporate, bring a veteran there. Bring somebody that know what he's talking about. I pride myself on understanding. Like I said, I'm not the strongest, not the fastest, not the tallest. I'm the smartest. I stayed the longest. Got a tutor. Got a tutor. and I graduated in December, and I'm so happy. It's been a long journey because I didn't see myself being here. I did not see myself at 45 years old being Dr. JayR McIntyre. So God is so good. I'm not even here boasting on myself. I'm not supposed to be here, man. I lost so many guys in combat. So many guys. My one of my first sergeant buddies that came back, 13 Fox, went to Columbia, took his life. So I lost so many when they came back, suicide. So um, I do this for them. I ain't stopping. So whoever in my way, let's join forces or get out the way because this is what I'm doing. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, JR. Thank you.